It's perspective day. And the perspective of this situation is, we did a rust repair on a truck, we did some cab corners, and we did some sills. There was people going on say, well, buy the rockers and buy the cab corners. Then people that say, buy the rockers, buy the cab corners. I hope you're not complaining about the gas prices, because just pay for it. Why would you fix them when you can just buy them? I hope you don't complain about how much groceries are, or how much interest is on your loan. I hope you don't complain about that stuff when you're telling somebody to buy rockers and cab corners when I can just fix them for no money. Someone saying they're sick to their stomach because I didn't undercoat it before I welded over top of rust when I put the cab corner on. Well, I can't undercoat until the truck is done. Undercoating's the last thing to go on. Did you ever look at rock guard? It's explosive. It catches on fire. Well, I couldn't rock guard it before I fixed it. I can't undercoat it before I fix it. It's explosive. It'll catch on fire. If I'm going to paint it, it'll catch on fire. I'm welding it. You cannot paint something and undercoat something before you fixed it. Undercoating is the last thing that goes on. It sickens me that you're sick to your stomach, that you don't know, basically. You fix it and then you undercoat it. You would never undercoat something before you paint it. How can you put paint on if you got undercoat seeping out? When you undercoat it, that's when you undercoat it, when it's done. After it's painted, you undercoat the places that you have fixed. I'm sorry that I did not show you me undercoating it, but that's the way it goes. When there people are saying that, oh, he never finishes nothing. Have you seen anybody do more? Have you seen anybody do more? Ask yourself. As you see a car chopped in 25 days from a 4-door, from a 2-door coupe, ask yourself, have you seen anybody do more? When you want to buy the cab corners and rockers, I hope you're not complaining about prices. Let's get real. I just saved $1,000 by not buying them and fixing it. Believe me, I don't go around complaining about this and that and this and that, because I do it. I build it, I fix it, I do it. People getting awards for cars that they've never even touched, never painted, never worked on, never did nothing, and people taking credit for that stuff. People want to worship them people. You go right ahead. That's not me. I'm the guy that builds the car. I paint it, I weld it, I undercoat it, I build the car. I really think that anybody that critiques me is not in perspective. To worship somebody that is a project manager of a car, give you a big trophy for building the best car, well, never even touched it. People come on to Richard Rawlings. Well, at least he tells the truth. He's not building it. He lets his people build it. There's people running around grabbing these big trophies. They've never done a damn thing, never painted a car in their life, and they're the best builder in the world. Let's get a grip here. Let's get a grip. Perspective. That's some perspective for you. Basically, that's perspective for you. Don't know if I really want to play this video, but I think a lot of people need to hear it. Crazy. Sick to my stomach. You know what makes me sick to my stomach? Is you thinking that someone's great when they haven't even done a damn thing. That's what makes me sick to my stomach. Then you run down the road and complain about how much gas is, but you tell me to buy cab corners and rockers for a truck. I'll do it my way. That's perspective. And I'll undercoat it when I'm done, and it'll last a couple years, maybe 10. You think that this car was undercoated before it was painted? You think that I don't like metal over top of metal? Well, they got the console down the middle on the floor. They got metal over top of metal. They got metal over top of metal on the door. They got metal over top of metal on the sills. But I can't put metal over top of metal. Get real. Get real. Get some perspective. Get some perspective. Never finishes nothing. I build 10 while you build 1. That's perspective. And I've painted many of cars. And look out, I'll paint you too. Alrighty, welcome back. We're having a good time today. I got my I'm breathing better now. Just for people acting foolish, that's all. You have to take some, you really have to. I got a lot of conviction on what I'm saying, is because you really for someone to say, buy rockers and buy, well, if you're that person that has the money Go for it. But do not be that person, say, buy cab corners and rockers when you're complaining about gas prices. That doesn't make sense. Don't be that person say buy cab corners and buy rockers when you're complaining about how much food costs. Don't talk to me about he never finishes a car when you've never seen anybody do more. What? Doesn't make sense. Does not make sense. But it can if it wants to. You're allowed if you want to. But I'm giving you a little bit of perspective. Today I am doing vent windows. And what I have done, the vent window on this looked like this. That's how big it is. going from that to building vent windows. That's just like that, piece of piss, nothing to it. So what happens is that fit that. So what happens is that with this piece here, this is the inside piece that holds the vent window. This piece here was cut. I just cut it every ½ inch. I just slid it. I didn't slice it all the way across. I just slid it every ½ inch so I could bend it to the shape that I want. Now that I got it to the shape I want, I got it fitting into the door casing itself here. I had to take this off. This was up here. It was in a different spot. I took it off and I placed it down here because that's where it was placed. That's where the window, that's where the two holes are for it there. So I just placed that down there, drilled it, and took it off and put it back on there. So what I'm doing now is I'm putting this in there. I have, where is it? Okay, let's put this back in and I'll show you where this goes. Let's do it. Perspective day. Oh man, I can rant. But I'm telling the truth. I'm not holding nothing back. I'm telling the truth. I mean, like, basically, we have people all over the world taking credit for other people's work that are not actually building the car. And there's people that are building the car that are not getting the credit for the work they have done because someone that has project managed is taking the credit for it. And it's sickening. It's sickening to watch. It really is. And that's why I give Richard Rawlings credit. He is not taking credit for someone else's work. He's taking credit for the people that he's having do the work. Basically. And for someone to take credit for something they have not done gets a thumbs down for me. Gets a thumbs down. And that's the end of it. I think it's great that, yeah, it gets a thumbs down for me. I don't see the great value in it. If I was going to project manage something, I'd do it myself, basically. But alrighty, got a screw in there. This is originally where it went, from there all the way up to there. I knew it was original there because that's where the door was cut off and that was the piece put on the top. The two holes for this piece come down to here, so that's why I moved that down there. If it was up here, it was on a wrong angle. It was coming straight down to fit the vent window anymore. So I've moved it. Now I've got this piece fitting in here. Basically show you what's going on. And you would never undercoat a car or undercoat something before you're done. Like, come on, you can't spray rocker. I've done it before. I've caught it on fire before. You don't do that. You wait until you're done. You wait until it's painted. You drill a hole in it. You undercoat it, and you let it slide. And for people to say it's not going to last, well, new cars don't last. Just blows my mind. Never finishes nothing. But you've never seen anybody do any more. I have to laugh at you. I laugh at you, man. I laugh at you. I tell you, I laugh at you. Screw in here. And you know it's true. And you know it's true. If you don't know it's true, I just told you. This piece here is the window channel for the old window that went in there before. I've got the vent window in there now. Now what I have here is I got a little tab going on here. I got it screwed on there already. I got a little tab going on here that was welded to this piece. And now it has to be moved because we moved the height of the door. So now what I'm doing, I've removed it. Now I'm going to put it up on the post where it needs to be. So I'm going to slide this down inside. And you can see where I ground it off. I just put it down there before and give it a mark with a marker, and I knew where to grind it off. And that had to be moved. All this stuff has got to be done when you chop the roof off of something. It's got to be done. So what's going to happen at this present moment, it's got two, you can see there, it's got a little bracket there that got two holes going up through there. And that's going to drill to the top. It's changed because this is all changed. You know, everything has changed. So that bracket there that I've got screwed on right there was way down inside the door because this come up further. I hope you do undercoat your car. I hope you do undercoat your car before you paint it. Great idea. You'll have to think about that. Great idea. Have undercoating coming out before you get it painted and causing you issues. Right on. Right on. What makes me sick to my stomach is people critiquing me that haven't got a clue. Haven't got a clue. Never done it before. Wants to spend $600, $800 on a set of cab corners and rockers and complain about gas prices. Shame on you. They call that a hypocrite. So all kinds of people out there can't spend money on stuff. Oh, but I should be buying this or buying that. Have you ever done something for somebody? It's easy to give money to somebody. Here, don't have to do nothing. Have you ever taken your time and given your time instead of money? Not everybody just needs a hand. Not everybody just got money to hand out, if you know what I'm trying to tell you. Give your time. Appreciate that. I didn't give them, here, Mike, I'll pay for your cab corners get done. It's because I think you done me right and I'll pay for them. No, I give them my time. Time is worth more than money. And you ask yourself, if you're in the hospital laying on the bed, what's more, time or money? I've given my time. I repaired it on my own will. I took a couple days and repaired his truck on my own time. I did not pay for anything. I did it with my time and effort. And I waited until I was done, until it gets undercoated. Shit. Just a little perspective, man. That's all. Don't take offense. I get it every day. Every day. I chew it right up for candy. But sometimes I have to explain things to people so they get it. Don't put metal over top of metal. Well, it's all over the car. That's how they rust out and that's how they do things. For to say, I don't like how he puts metal over top of metal. Well, how do you build a car? Come on. Come on. They can do it and I can't? Come on. Never finishes nothing, but you've never seen anybody build any more. I can guarantee you that. Show me. Show me. Prove it to me. Send me his name. And I'll call you a liar. That's perspective. And I'll call you a liar. Don't get mad at me. Just tell them the truth. Just tell them the truth. So I've got this bar in there now. Now I've got that screw down there. Now what I can do is I can unscrew that, move that, and pull that out if I have to, which I'm going to have to, because I'm going to have to try to get that window in there now. I'm using the original window and the original roller upper. That's all going to work. What's going to happen with the vent window? I'm going to have to break the vent window. I'm going to have to break it to get it out. I can't pull it out. I'll have to break that and get it out. And then I'm going to have to cut and section this to fit this hole. We have a rubber to go in there yet, but there's where the new piece is. This is going to have to be changed, going to have to be brought down here. But you can tell how much it's going to have to change. It's going to have to change quite a bit, but that's okay. And what I'll do is I'll just come in here and slice it every ½ inch and bend it to the shape I want, and then tack it back together, weld it. And then when I go to chrome it, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to batch add flexible chrome it. Probably, no doubt in my mind. And when I'm all done, I'll undercoat it. Don't get mad at me. I'm just giving you a little perspective. That's all. I'm not mad at you. I'm just upset that you're not thinking. You're not using your brain. Like, that's what sometimes upsets me, that people don't use their brain. Like, you know, you've got a brain, use it. Like, I mean, to say don't put metal over top of metal, well, the whole car's made that way. Alrighty, I'm going to pull that out. It's a great day in the neighborhood. Pull this out. I think I want to pull it out. I think I want to. That's where it was down here, and that's where it is now. Right? Right. Let's put the window in. And the people that give good comments and appreciate what's going on, I appreciate you. Please come back, and I want all the people that are sick to their stomach to come back too. But if you're allowed to give it to me, I should be allowed to give it to you. It's called tit for tat. Don't get offended. Get on board. Basically, don't get offended. I'm not offended. I just need you to know. That's all. You need to know the truth. And people need to know the truth. And that's the basic of the whole situation. People need to know the truth. Just slide that in there. What's going to get a little section right here that accepts the roller. Sometimes it's not good to give your perspective, but sometimes we need to hear it. Undercoating is the last thing that you do. Not the first, not while you're working on it. It's the last thing that you do. If you don't believe me, just ask me. Oh, I forgot, I just told you. Alrighty. I'm trying to figure out where are the bolt holes. I got 4. There they are. Or there's one. There's 4. And it's all right if you think someone's great when they don't actually build the car. It's all right if you think that. But you're not in perspective. You're not in reality if you're giving someone credit for someone that has never ever painted a car. Come on. You've never ever built one. Like, come on. That's up to you. Not sure if I'm doing the right thing here yet. I might have to, I have not done the vent windows yet. I might have to take this part back out. I'm not sure about this piece here and the vent window. I got one vent window that has the bracket that's broke. Like broke right here, the passenger side, and I got all the rubber in there on that one. I got that one completed. But this piece here on the passenger side vent window was broke. This piece here goes on this little tit right here. Oh, and by the way, Joey looks amazing today. That goes on that tit there. That's the piece there. That's what we'll have to do. That will have to be moved. I'm going to grab this piece. So I'm not sure yet. This piece here, when I took this piece off of the channel, I riveted it back on. It was riveted on in the first place, and I riveted it back on because that's where the 2 screw holes were for, and this has got a nice fit there. I'm going to, I don't know if I have to or not, but I'm going to. What the hey. I'm going to just knock, I don't think it's necessary. No, not going to, don't have to. I was going to throw more weld on it, but I don't think it's necessary. That's what I'm talking about. Sometimes it becomes a situation. This is where it was originally. So I'm going to put it back originally where it was because this part has not changed. The distance from here to the distance from there has not changed. And I must give credit to all the help that I had tearing this car apart on the course. Because when I went in there to grab all the stuff that I needed, it basically was in place, bagged and tagged, and it was there. So everybody that was here during the course, I want to thank you very much for a great job of dismantling the car. Basically, everything was where it needed to be. And you should be happy with yourself. Now, I got no channel on the back part of the window here yet, so it has got movement, but I have not got that. Now, we're just going to see. So we need it. So here's our channel. You can see our channel right here. So there's a channel goes in there, and this glass goes in the channel. So I'm saying that we're about right on the money where the top of this is. Where the top of this has got a little angle going there. I got to drill a couple new holes and put screws in that so that stays in place. I think we can go a little bit forward. Nope, we want to go up and away. Just looking at it, seeing if the window looks right. If you come this way, all I'm looking for is to see if the channel's going straight up and down. Basically. Now I'm going to roll the window down, drill 2 holes, and mount this bracket. The bracket mounted at the bottom. Now I'm going to mount it at the top. Cool. And I got a light here. You can see I got to drill 2 holes there. I'll mount that son of a gun right there. Whoop, whoop. It's good. It's awesome. To the drill. I'm going to put a screw in it so it don't take off anywheres. I didn't mean to hurt anybody's feelings. I just wanted to tell you the truth. If you know what I'm trying to tell you. I didn't want to hurt nobody's feelings. Put that in there. Stay. And I think it's fair to say, you know, when Milli Vanilli and them got caught saying they sung that song and they didn't, it wasn't a good thing, was it? You remember Milli Vanilli, baby? It was two guys that sang a hit song, and come to find out they didn't really sing it. They were lip syncing. And everybody shunned them, if you know what I'm trying to say. It's a small world now. We got this computer rocking and rolling, you know, and the computer's out there, man. It's a small world. Documenting everything we say and do. You know? Alrighty. We have got the vent window casing in. We have got the bar that separates it in, and we have the window winder in with the window with no backing. And yeep, yeep. Good. So now what I got to do is I'm going to make the rubber. There's a rubber that I pulled out of that bad boy. I don't know where I put that rubber, but I got to find it. I pulled the rubber out of it. Now we're going to take and make the rubber fit this again because we're not buying new rubbers for it. Just going to shove the rubber in it that was in it before. I'm just going to section it by taking a piece out of it and putting it back in there. Then I got to take the vent windows. I've been holding off, but not sure how you do it. But I'm going to put a pair of glasses on. Don't want to do that either. I've been holding off, but that's what's got to be done. I guess that's how you get the glass out of it. I guess. I don't know any other way. So there it is. The glass is out. Look at that, would you? Hickory dickory dock. I'm going to dig the urethane out of there, clean that all out, clean all the glass out of it. And like I said, I'm just going to, it's good. I'm not going to change anything that is down below that area. Nothing. So I'm up about here somewhere. I'm not going to change anything down here. It's just this from up here to up there. I'm going to slice it every ½ inch and then get it to this shape. And it shouldn't be a problem. Shouldn't be a problem. Put a couple screws back. Got some glass, we can put in some paint, baby. Alrighty. All right, I'm going to dig this glass out. I don't think we need to film that. I'm not sure. Just a little perspective. You know, I get a little bit sometimes, so it shouldn't hurt to give it back once in a while. You know what they say is good for the goose is good for the gander. It was my day to give it a little perspective back. But I hope I did not offend you. Just wanted to tell you the truth. And the truth of the matter is that we're all human. And we're all human. And we all, get up and down and all around sometimes. But like, share, comment. Come on back tomorrow. We've got a new project. Come back tomorrow. We got a new project. Have a great day, everybody. I'm gonna.